same as what that green one was.
Oh, right.
And he had that all tricked out,
Nice.
extended lock and stuff like that. And it actually went quite well. And yeah, do you want to give us a hand with this? Let's lift that up. Yeah. We can potentially move the trailer back a little bit. Let's go. In one.
That's in.
How's that?
You chuck the handbrake on, is it? So it'll hold it like that.
Cool. That's how heavy it is.
It's taken hours to go down.
Fucking ramps taking weeks to come down.
How's it looking on there, bro? This side, we're going to the fence.
That's fine. Cool. There, yeah. It's right, it's in the centre of the rail pretty much. It's just the back really is the only one. Oh, if we remove this one and just put these two little ones in here like that there. Yeah, just as because it should hook with this and it shouldn't. Yeah, it can't really go anywhere.
No.
Alright, yeah,
Try that.
Try
Good on your end?
Yeah, it's off both
Yeah,
sides.
it's good. It's good here. It's definitely on the tyre, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. With it strapped now, it shouldn't. Pull these legs up?
Yeah, if you just swing them to me. Now let me lift them just a slight bit. It's just the rest of them. Yeah. That's it.
And obviously this will be on there.
Double check all the options are on right as well before we fire off.
Yeah. I'm going to tie this side off.
Can you get us on another pole quick first? Just in case.
Could do, yeah, because it won't go forward anymore now.
Just give it a pull now and tighten up as much as you can.
Yeah,
That's the bloody thing that shakes, isn't it? No.
That's not going anywhere.
Oh, it'll be pitch black, no one looked at this.
Yeah, I bet it will. Funny me. Oh, it's lovely when it's time, isn't it? It's the best time of the year.
Yeah. You walk it, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, on this one now. Just find that door front and you might have to put it over a bit. Yeah, that's right. Hold on, we've got one wheel up. Yeah. I moved it already. Okay. Right, you've got to watch, we're going to start going down the hill now. Yeah, if you come round, spin now. Yeah, if you go round to the right, that's it. If you go to one side. Alright?
Squeeze this inside the kill water.
Nice one, lads.
You are?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
It was a good one.
Roasted all of it. How's that?
That's pretty much on. Right there.
Decent.
Perfect.
Right. Oh, thanks a lot.
Quite a lot of
Yeah. If you go in,
I'll turn
that's
this
all right.
on.
Just turn that white bit up.
Hey guys, so as you would have seen, we have got another S chassis. We picked this up just outside of London from a guy called Adam. And here she is. So, give you a bit of history about it. It's a UK spec S14A. Originally was an auto. It's factory black. And it's a 99 model, just like my S15. So, this, as titled, this is literally the cheapest shell that I've ever seen. So, I'm going to show you around on some of the reasoning why it was so cheap. Because it literally, well, it's pretty bare. It's not as bare as it could be, because it's got some bits in it. It's got wiring. It's got the rear, it's got the fuel tank loom and things. It's got some 6 speakers in the back, which they won't be staying. Aerial, I'll have to go. But no, obviously it's got no glass. And the front radiator support has been cut off. As you can see, it's been tubbed. So the story was, when I went up to pick it up from Adam, basically he had it as a road car. It was used. Went in for an MOT and it, got through a few, as they do, and then it starts getting a bit naughty. As you can see there, so that obviously there's a tyre under there, but that's through. Mostly it's fine, like in the main places that they go, but it has been started to be repaired here. I don't know what this type of plate thing's about. I'm not too sure, but as you can see, it's sections of it have been repaired or started to. So this is the better side of the car. I'll just show you under here. So as you can see, it's been started to go back together. Obviously that bit hasn't been addressed yet. Try and turn this on the side. The sills are off it, but like I said, this side has been seen to as such, and these are sill replacements here from SR Auto Bodies. Steve Richardson, I believe. He makes these as well as various other things for repairing your rusty old Nissans. So the other side here is the worst side. As you can see, like my S15, it had a little bit here, which this is better than that. It looks like that has been addressed there, which is good. My Nissan was gone here, but obviously my tubs cut out anything that was naughty, so that wasn't an issue. So the main bits for this, I'll try and quite hard because it's wedged in here. This sill is still on, but it's bad here and on the underside. I'll try and get a better angle for you. Like that is gone right underneath here. All of that corner, as you can see, is starting to be marked up, ready to be replaced on that. So, and as the other side, I don't know if you can see, just back here. So, plans for this car
you might be thinking, what am I up to with another S chassis? Is these cars, as you know now, are pretty mad in regards to the price that they go in. But, you know, back in the day, like, you could buy one of these for fun. You know, you could get one of these, well, years ago I had one of these complete mint, low mileage. I think it was 3.5, 4 grand, and you could afford then to throw some coilovers on it, take it to a drift day, throw it up against a wall, and if you bumped it, you know, you're gutted, but you're not crying. But now, obviously, these in one piece, and like the likes of my S15, if you run that into a wall and take the rear quarter out or whatever, then, you know, it's a hell of a difference now, the pricing, you know. They're not really affordable cars to be throwing them against walls anymore. Not unless you've got a really good job and you've got money to burn like that, you know. But no, so I'll say what I picked this up for. Put in the comments what you initially thought that I bought it for. But I picked it up for 250 British pounds. So, what, you know, you can't even get an MX-5 for that. So, I'm happy with this, and my reasoning behind it is I'm not initially want to do anything straight to this. I wouldn't mind getting a rollover jig for it, like a rotisserie spit, and then the plan is with that is to, as you know, I've got the welder and that, is to practice on this because I'm into it for so little money. I don't mind making a couple of errors and learning and fixing it, because everything that needs welding on this car, when it's got a kit on it or whatever happens to it down the line, you wouldn't see it anyway. So, you know, as long as it's structurally sound and it'll pass an MOT, then that's good enough for me. So, but the main thought was my son is just turned 3, so the main thought behind it is I could build this very, very slowly for him. So get the rust out of it, and then I've got the room, thankfully, that it can just stay here, or if it's up on a spit, I'll turn it on its side, push it into the wall, and forget about it. And then hopefully then, if he's interested, it'll be a cool father and son project to get this running when he's old enough to drive, and then we can build it together, because that's something, my father isn't interested in cars, and he can't really work on them or anything like that, you know, so it's something I've always wanted to do, but obviously because my father hasn't got that much interest, or any interest in cars really, like I have, hopefully my son will, and then I can have that experience with him. So let's have a little look, because I haven't really looked inside to see what it actually comes with. So obviously we've got those sill replacements. This is a part of the blowers for the heaters. Another good thing about this, guys, the car actually came with a logbook, which is really good. So it comes with a steering column here, and we've actually got a key, which is cool. Not that it really makes a great deal of difference, because we haven't got the doors or the boot, so that key will only ever unlock the steering lock and start the car. So, but it seems like we've got most of the loom. This is like a bit of sound deadening, which literally goes against the firewall on the front there. I've took mine out in the S15, obviously, for fabrication and the rest of it, but I don't know if I'm going to put it back in. I might. I haven't got quite that far yet, but it's got a grey roof liner. It's got the 2 lights there, and it's got somewhat like very rough sun visors. All things like that, you can always make a bit of money back, because if you're never going to run seatbelts in it, what's the point of having them, is it? So, but no, overall it's got more solid metal in it than rust, which is always a bonus. and in regards to like a good little project for me to progress my welding, which is absolutely perfect. So I'm landed with this. Like I said, it might, it's not going to be masses of content with this car. It'll probably strip it all out, sell everything I don't want, and what I'm hoping to do with it when I actually start doing stuff is I'm not going to keep these tubs. I'm going to go for something like what James Dean is running on his latest builds, the S14.9. So if you haven't seen, I'll insert a picture, but basically the tubs are cut away. From this point it's just tubular, like a bend down to the chassis leg, and then he's got from, I believe it's G Garage in Poland, a front radiator support bar with little gussets all the way across it. Oh guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit shorter than the rest of them, but there's not too much I can say about this. I can talk about it forever, but realistically it's as time's gone on, and like I said, if my son is interested in it, it's going to be 14 years until he can even think about driving this, but obviously we'll be able to start building it earlier than that if he is interested in it. So by the time he can drive it, what are S chassis going to be worth? The rate that they're going up, and they're only getting less and less. So and I think considering it is a UK model, and normally the UK ones are the worst for rust, it's really not that bad. So anyway, as you might have noticed as well, the keen eagle eye viewers, there's no S15 in here. So as we speak, it's currently with Huxley now. So I've paid today for the materials for the work that's going to be done. So he's got a couple of jobs in front of me that he needs to finish and get out the door, and then I'm next. So hoping to have it back mid-January, but like I said, I'm not in a rush because it's not as if I've got everything else ready for it to be running. There's no rush for that project at all. So it's more a case of do it right than rush it through and regret things in the end. So there'll be updates on that, so make sure you follow and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on the S15 and all the other projects that we got. So be doing a bit to that E46. I know I started that, but the main thing for me was get money together for the S15 to have its fabrication finished, so which we're hopefully at now. So that'll be doing a bit more. The compact as well next year, that's going to be having quite a bit of change to it, so keep a lookout, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks guys.